You boys just hold on one more minute. What the hell going on, boys? I wanted to see if anyone thought I was frozen. Let's see how I did. It's not bad. I was pretty still. Okay, nice. Did anyone think I was frozen there? For Supreme Week 10. What do we think I was frozen? That'd be kind of crazy, wouldn't it? How's everyone doing? Yes, Dave. We got David. What's happening, people? I know, the long intro. I had some stuff I had to get through. My voice is cracking like a kid going through puberty this morning, so that's good. We got a good week. We got some dope items coming out. I have some crazy recent news. Like, your boy's been copping shit. Honestly, more than I can afford. We've been copping shit though. It's been dope. I'm excited about it. We're in the Supreme store. The Supreme C-Bob, dude. I knew they would drop a video on it. They just came out with one today. I just put it on the channel. Do you guys think I should have made the thumbnail include the C-Do or the C-Bob? It is kind of fun, isn't it? We could remake the thumbnail and just get it done really quick in the intro. Can we do stock talks? Everyone invest in... Yeah, dude, I've invested in that in Plantier. Like, my buddy told me to invest in Plantier. I had this buddy who's like a little autistic and like kind of a crazy guy. But like everyone's autistic these days. But anyway, he told me to buy Plantier and yeah, it's done very well for me. So there's a lot of drama around Peter Thiel, but I don't like want to get into that. We'll maybe talk about that later. What's everyone else going for? We got BB Simon sweaters. We got Michael Taylor holding it down. I'm gonna talk about Michael Taylor here in a bit. Yep, the Donkey Kong music going hard. We got Craig, Cinex and Anima, Rico. What's happening, guys? Remember to like the stream. We're vibing. It's like nobody went for the BB Simon, even though even the Italians didn't get any repost with it this week. What do you mean, Juan? What do you mean by that? What's up, Phil? What's happening? What do you mean by that? A little BB Simon, group pick right there. Oh, I got you. Workers' Day? What is Workers' Day? I've never heard of that. Huh. Monday, September 1st? Or is that a different, is it maybe a different country thing? Thank you, man. Must be EU thing. Look at that later. Can you guys hear the Skyrim Oblivion music at all? Or is it too quiet? It's supposed to be very quiet. Anyway, let me grab my water, and while we do that, you guys can watch this fun video about the Supreme Sea-Doo. I keep calling it a Sea-Doo, but it's technically a Sea Bob. Technically a Sea Bob, right? Watch this Sea Bob video. It's pretty dope. Get back. All right. One full playthrough and a little bit extra, huh? Yeah, that C-Bob thing is crazy, huh? We'll get into the drop list here in probably a second. I'm still just getting comfortable. Every time you do a multi-cart, you get burned. It can happen, dude. It can definitely happen, for sure. Here's the overview of the top items. You know we're going for the live cop. Just need someone to, if you donate a third of it, that'd be great. You know, I'll put the rest on credit. We'll be fine. What's up, Tone? How we doing? Can't hear the music. That's so sad. I think it's because my desktop audio is just set to the wrong thing. How fast will leather goods fly? There's no way to know, dude. Here's the thing with leather goods. I think the ones that are voted highest up, leather zip wallet, the money bag. Actually, money bag might be a little slower because it's expensive. But this fucking, I need a second light is what I need to do. I need 2 key lights. Yeah, exactly. Thrifted Trail has it perfectly. They'll go quick, but they won't teleport off. I think the only item that has a chance of being heavily botted and like teleporting off is the leather zip card holder, which is the item that I'm going for today. I'm kind of debating on keeping it because I had a recent, well, we got 2 recent pickups. I'll show you guys the first one as we transition over to the streaming layout. So yesterday, I had a pretty nice cop. Not gonna lie. You can follow me on Twitter at Tomasu VT. If you guys ever want to see what I'm doing when I'm uploading, who I'm shit talking in replies. But we grabbed the Honey Blacks yesterday by Cortez, and dude, 30-minute queue, not too shabby. Not gonna lie, I was stoked. We'll get these in 15 days or whatever the fuck it's gonna take. We'll do the review. Seemed like there was a lot of pairs. It wasn't too hard, unless bot protection was just really good. I had all the different passwords coming at me from Soul Retriever, and I didn't have early access. Even though I got onto the website with the early access password, I wasn't able to what was it? Add to cart. Hell yeah, dude. Pokemon restocks. Let's go. I've been going to the vending machine when I go to the grocery store, and it's always sold out. So. You got a refund on your water can due to it being trashed? That's crazy, Carter. Can you send pictures so we can look at that in the stream? I've been seeing a lot of stuff, guys. That's pretty concerning. About Supreme stuff getting shipped to people like fully damaged. Oh, this is you, bro. Carter, dude. This has got to be Carter on the Supreme subreddit. I just found your post super randomly. Yep, there's the bike right there. Low-key flexing. This is your post, right? It's almost got to be. Huh. Is it like these little marks here? I'm trying to see exactly what the welding. What were your exact, I guess I'll read your comment. I guess that's pretty bad. This right here is pretty bad too. What was your comment? Top of the can is dusty. That's gonna happen, but yeah. Oh yeah, hairs and fiber, that's not great. Yeah, the quality's been, yeah, really bad. I've seen this post a number of times, people getting their planters, and one is just completely shattered. The license plates being bent. At a certain point, it's pretty unacceptable. I don't want to scroll and find the license plate posts because they were from a little bit ago. That is unfortunate, dude. Yeah. I mean, especially when you're buying the expensive items, it's rough. That is definitely rough. But as opposed to this week, we'll see what goes down. I'm going for the leather zip card holder, but you know, I just, in the process of purchasing another Supreme item that just released, and I know you guys will be really excited to see that. But these card holders, I think, are going to be the best thing to go after today, in my opinion. 128 is such a good price. I saw someone on Twitter who was like, dude, that's too expensive. And fair enough. Like $100, I guess, is a lot for a wallet, but made in Italy, Supreme, if that's too much money for you, not to, you know, hate on someone for not having enough money, but maybe you should find another brand. Right? $98, 128, 98. I guess. Let me compare it to what I've always bought before, which is Burberry. Do they have a zip? They have a zip version. This is kind of what I had. I had a card case with so like in terms of designer and stuff, like it's cheaper. And when it comes to an item that looks like this, oh, stop chewing in the mic. Sorry. I never know how sensitive this thing is. Yeah, bro. Italian leather. Your LV card holder sucks. I have the Oblivion soundtrack running in the background. Yes, Thaddeus. So, I'm not positive that I'm gonna keep it. And part of me was kind of like attracted to the camo. I was getting a bit excited. Yeah, guys, volume. I understand. I turned down my microphone gang because War was upset at me chewing at the mic. So just give me a second and just hold your horses, chat. If I don't eat breakfast, I'm gonna be pissed off. I'm gonna be yelling at Florian Peter about glazing Elon Musk or something. You know how you won't like me when I'm angry. So I think the red one's gonna be dope. Clip knife. I don't see the appeal of this at all. Like, yeah, it's just the least cool knife I've ever seen. I don't know. Even the pictures of it didn't do much for me. Like, I get that you can hang it. And that's kind of cool. But that seems like the most expensive thing. When they say Italian leather goods, does that mean the animals they get materials from are from Italy? I believe when it says made in Italy, it means a majority or all of it, hopefully all of it. You never know. I know there's lots of ways that companies can get around manufacturing certain amounts of products in a country and then calling it made in that country. How much are you realistically going to be able to fit in that zip compartment for the zip wallet? Not much, dude. Like, I wish this thing didn't have a zip. I wish it just had a... I'll show you my wallet. And I don't want to hear anything about the quality of this wallet, okay? I've had this wallet for over 5 years. Maybe longer. I don't want to hear shit about you need a new wallet. Your wallet sucks. Okay. I like this. I like that it's just a pouch in the top. And I actually like this too. The money clip. Yeah, I've taped it a bunch of times right here. I told myself so many times that I was going to go to Burberry and get it repaired. Because that's the nice thing about luxury stores. You can go and get your items repaired. Like, I had this old Burberry briefcase. I could go get it. It's in the closet, but it's from the 90s. And I got it repaired and restored a little bit. And like, the dude that was helping me out was like super stoked to see it. He was like, oh, this is very vintage item you have here, Mr. Finn. Would you like a sparkling water? I'm like, well, yes, I would. And I don't know. I don't know if they still do that, but they treat you well over there. Get a ride wallet or a knockoff. Yeah, bro, I'll never support buying counterfeit stuff. That's something that I think is one of the lamest things you could ever do, is pretend like you got money that you don't have. There's plenty of other items. Like you said, get a ride wallet. I assume that's a cheaper wallet. If you can't afford a designer wallet, then you should not have one. It's not for you. And I will argue someone that, you know, I will die on that hill, man. There's no excuse for fakes. You happen to get one accidentally and you just want to rock it, whatever. But going out of your way to support illegal businesses that contribute to things like drug trafficking, human trafficking, it's not good. You shouldn't do that. And you should think about your reasoning of why you're spending money trying to impress someone like you don't. But everyone has their personal decisions, so I do understand why people do it. And the reality is, at the end of the day, I've realized they just don't care. And if they don't care, well, I'm not going to change their opinion no matter what I say. So that's just my opinion. And I don't think you should hate on people for going after fakes. I think that's really unproductive. Dunking on people for wearing fake shoes. Maybe we do it occasionally. I don't think it's very productive, but yeah, it's just not a good industry from what I've gathered online. Exactly, Thrifted. If you buy the fake, you can't sell it. Either you have to scam somebody or it falls apart. And dude, the thing about all these Nike fakes is like they don't have air in them. Like if you're buying a Jordan 1, it like doesn't have the right shit in it. So that's kind of crazy. All right, speed round. Let's go through the drop list from top to bottom. Long shorts, they suck. I mean, these are really bad. You know, you're better. I would rather go to Old Navy and spend $100 cash out at Old Navy. And dude, you could probably get some good shorts at Old Navy. I went to Old Navy like, I'm going to say 4 years ago, and I had a pair of shorts that I recently just retired because I either lost them or they just completely fell apart. And they were like a pair of swim trunks that I used as shorts in the gym for a long ass time. And dude, like, no hate, like $15. Old Navy kind of low-key just stayed cooking in their corner. I bet a lot of this stuff is pretty bad quality. Like, we're going to watch a video later today about like private label brands and how they skimp on costs. But dude, those mesh shorts, or they were like swim trunks that kind of had netting in them. They were dope. Pitbull stuff, not great. We'll get back into the leather good stuff, guys. Hold your questions until then. Old English balaclava, not great. Don't like it. Okay, someone asked about Ernie Barnes. I'm curious to see what will happen with these. Big sizes at Ernie Barnes will go, but it won't teleport. Yeah, the big boys. Respectfully. These look dope. I like the way these look as an idea, but none of this art speaks to me. A couple people posted on my video yesterday. Well, the video that I made on Tuesday on the drop list about different artists that I've used this artwork in various times for an album. I think all of it's manuable. Hey, appreciate that, Billish, all the way from Manchester, across the pond. Dude, my British accent is so bad. I just try to throw it out every once in a while. I kind of have to get into the mood to rock the British accent. But you guys, yeah, you guys are my number 2 audience. It goes United States, UK, Canada, which I think is super dope. Yeah, dude, you guys should link up. We'll eventually we'll do the The European tour. We'll do the live cop in front of the Palace store with the bruvs. It'll be sick. Football top Polar Tech, personal. Spell Out track pants, I think, actually are a bit sleeper. I didn't really mention that in the video because I figured these would be voted up higher. But due to the fact that we have a lot of other items like Ernie Barnes, leather goods, etc., I think this is a solid item. You know? Definitely a Percy for now. For now. But I think these are pretty chill. I like the purple the most. But black and navy are pretty dope as well. What's up, Fish Tarded? That's a funny name. I like that. Now, what do y'all think about this piping hat? Am I fried for liking this? I think this hat's kind of dope. Don't know what it is. What's up, CTR? This reminds me of kind of a vintage looking Supreme hat. I like it too. Yeah. Hat's chopped. I don't know if that's good or bad. I think that's good. The piping hat is fire. It's kind of fire. I like the cactus cooler one right here. We watched the C-Bob video. We put it on the channel, actually. I always be uploading Supreme's videos for them because they don't know how to market themselves. How do they make a video like that and then fucking just drop it the day of the drop? It's just so funny what they do, man. They just literally do not care. I swear, if you paid me $1 million a year, I'd make Supreme 40 times bigger. Probably not true, but I want to gas myself up. Hat is corny. It's that early 2000s vibe. That's why I kind of like it, dude. I kind of like that it's a little bit corny. I don't know. It's definitely not hype. It's not like something that I think is going to sell out or be crazy. I just kind of fuck with it. Fleece. People just don't like this stuff. If the Kate Moss fleece isn't even reselling for that much, like, there's no shot that this thing is going to. Dude. $368. Low last sale $279. If Kate mother freaking Moss can barely get anything, same with the Muppets fleece. There's no chance in hell. This Muppets fleece, you can get it for $198 right here, and it was $328. Like, the fall off is crazy. It's just too expensive, and for whatever reason, people just aren't digging it. I don't know. I feel like in a different time, it would have done better. $368 is wild. I agree. There's just something about fleece that people are not fucking with, and it's absolutely awful. I've never seen a Supreme fleece even in hand. So, yeah. Yeah, 5 years ago. Needs a lining. Okay. I hear you. They're super thin. It's hot. Yeah. I hear you guys. What else we got? Varsity mesh shorts. Kind of a sleeper item. Gonna be $110. Hopefully it's cheaper than $110 when we go on the site. But I think a lot of people are agreed too busy. Yeah. I think the Supreme crotch hit could go. Maybe thus, if that was just a Supreme. New York, New York. You're also Thomas. Hey, a fellow Thomas. Let's go. Lock in. That's dope. I do like the colorways on these, but I could see people thinking they're a bit busy. This is the back of them, I suppose, right here. That's the back. THVS. There you go. Short sleeve shirt might be one of the better Ernie Barnes items. I'm just gonna be overall pretty bearish about this Ernie Barnes stuff, except for the skateboards. I don't think any of this stuff is really worth picking up to flip. It's all resell, or it's all, excuse me, it's all personal items. And just a reminder, guys, we got a nice little group here. Remember to hit like on the videos, subscribe if you're new. We also have memberships available for additional support. You get exclusive chat icons, exclusive access to giveaways. We're going to be doing a huge, big, extravagant giveaway. One of the best giveaways of all time at 5,000 subscribers, which should be probably before the end of this season. If we can maybe get it by the end of the season, we'll see. We'll see. And then check out the sponsors. We got Poggers Energy. Low-key, a really good energy drink. I'm not even shitting you. It's lasted me a while. Michael Taylor's probably going for the mohair. You had to dip. All good, dude. I saw you in there earlier. Culture Vulture as print. I mean, for what? Ernie Barnes? But yeah, what was I saying? Grandpa item of the week. You know, it is what it is. I think they're all pretty lame, but people like them, so I'll let them like them. Let's get rid of all the leather good stuff there. Okay, spell out. We'll go all these items. Spell out track jacket matches the pants. I think it's dope. Personal item. Maybe down the line, like in the fall, you could see this going for like 228 up to like 240-ish. I don't know. It depends on how well they sell today a little bit, but not really. It's hard. It's tough to say. I wouldn't bet on it. I would get it if you like it. Pocket mirror, probably going to be the least sought after. But for the ladies, the red one is sick as hell. So if you got a girl that's into Supreme, that puts on makeup, I don't know. Yeah, thrifted is right. You maybe can hold that jacket up for like a year, 268. Is that worth it at that point? Up to you. I'm personally of the belief that buying streetwear in like what a lot of people are calling a recession to hold is a really bad use case of your finances and like your assets. Like buying stuff specifically to hold on to it, hope it goes up. You're better off buying gold or like Bitcoin, you know? It's just not even in the same ballpark, but the mirror's sick. I like that it says fuck 'em. I didn't really mention that in the video, but the fact that it says fuck 'em is cool. Ernie Barnes camp cap. I personally said this was the best like wearable part of this collab. Just I feel like you can get away with a busy hat more than a busy shirt or a busy fleece. That's what I've heard. This week mid low key. It's not mid, bro. Not at all. I do think the skateboards, I'm gonna guess, here's my guess. They'll sell out before the end of the stream. And then resale price. Someone will try to list it like, what are these going for again? Is it like, what are people gonna do? 398, so it's 400. What is the Aphex Twin one going for? That's our best guess. How did that not pull up? Can you not buy the Aphex Twin deck on StockX? All right, well, forget that then. I don't know, we'll see. 448, maybe. Yeah, that's a good call. So maybe a little flip, nothing crazy. I don't know, down the line, I think it's cool. Could be interesting. I like them. I just think they're neat. Neat that they're doing 5 of them like that. C-Bob. I should have put this in the thumbnail, dude. This thing is so sick. It's already listed at 600. Yeah, looking at pre-StockX listing is basically worthless. Last Supper deck set would have been way better. Yeah, a triple Last Supper deck, dude, or even a 5-piece would have been nuts. This thing is awesome, dude. I mean, if you were a billionaire's son, you know, you love World War II fighter planes, it is a dope looking livery. And I'm sure Supreme did a lot of upgrades on the internals. I wish they did that, man. Like, it sucks that even the Ducati, they didn't even do anything. They just like let Ducati do some stuff. Velvet jersey. I don't think this thing is a resale target at all. I could be wrong. So if you really like it, go for it. But I wouldn't bet on it, just given the fact that velvet is just a crazy material to be wearing a baseball jersey, especially in the hot summertime. Leopard is hot. Black doesn't look bad. But we've seen this baseball jersey before in better iterations with numbers in the back, and maybe this thing does have a number or something, but I just don't think it's worth 188, honestly, at all. Hey guys, I'm getting to the hoodie. We're getting to the BB Simon. Hold your horses. Leather money bag is pretty awesome. I like the Miami. Money is always important. Little code there before you die. This stuff has potential to resell, but again, I think it's going to be pretty easily coppable to anyone that wants it. So I wouldn't be going for this unless you want to use it. This is definitely not the resale item to go for the actual leather goods. Yep, you got to do what you got to do, Henry. I always support people passing. All right, BB Simon zip-up hooded sweatshirt. Christ almighty, a lot of you are asking about this. So the fact that a lot of people are asking about this in chat, the fact that it's voted up as the number 4 item on the list, I think this is going to be a solid resale target. If you guys want to flip it, you'll get free shipping. It's $298, so that's good. I don't think these will quite, I think double XLs in a certain, in one colorway or two, maybe a little bit of 400s, but I think this is mid to maybe high 300s. So not an insane flip. It could always go higher, but the only thing bringing down the price is the fact that there's 5 colorways. You know, it might not seem like it, but it's going to be tougher to pick the right color because there's 5 colorways to choose from. I would say stick with camo or blue. Camo or blue. And then if you really like red, go red. If you like black, okay, fine, go black. Black is kind of your safe bet. But I would stay away from gray. And I would honestly probably stay away from black. I don't know. Yeah. If you like gray, then go for it. Is the wallet usable? That's a great question. I would hope so. If the wallet isn't usable, like this isn't no Mason Margiela MM6 wallet, which is more of a, you know, a fun idea. I seen someone's picture of this wallet after a year of use and it was completely tore up and just looked terrible because the outside is a receipt basically. But no, man, this is a leather wallet. Like this will last you a long time. I don't even know what kind of question that is, to be honest. Like, yeah, I hope it's usable, man. If it's not, we got some serious problems. But the leather one is actually pretty dope. 228's pretty expensive. You know, people are complaining about 128 for the zip card holder, which in my opinion is crazy. You can complain about 20 bucks here or there, 40 bucks. Yeah, it should be under 100, but that's cool, Wavely. I didn't know that. Yeah, maybe he wasn't doing that correctly. He wasn't buying enough Supreme. It's a remake of the LV wallet. Now that's interesting. That would be cool if they did that. Which one? This is the card holder, the chain wallet. It's a little similar. Chain's a bit different, but that's kind of neat. Dude, the Supreme Louis Vuitton stuff has just so many items. There's literally too many. How many pieces did they make? I want to say it's like 200. Like I did the whole video of that collab, but I still like haven't gone through every item. We should do a stream sometime where we just recap every single item from Supreme X Louis Vuitton. The collab that peaked Supreme and also ruined it. Not ruined it, but like I think Supreme has been, ever since then, it's been a different brand. We'll say that. Thoughts on BB Simon Zip Up, bro? I would rewind the stream. We just talked about it, so I'm not going to go over it again, but I think it's good. I think it's very good, but you can rewind the stream and find it. Chain wallet. Okay, the top 3 items. Leather knife. It's absolutely a scam. It's barely a knife. Like, I don't think anyone has mentioned it at all. And that's a good point, because the fact is no one's going to be using it. And there you go. Ridge Wallet X Supreme. I don't think Supreme would ever collaborate with like an internet brand like that. That's not really their ethos. Yeah, thrifted. That's exactly right. The only BB Simon part of the collab is going to be the BB Simon studs. There's no shot they're going to change their quality of their zip up. Like, why would they do that? Doesn't make sense for them. I think red is going to be the best. I talked about this earlier in the stream. Red is what I'm going to be going for today. Supreme Astro would be crazy. Let's do a poll. Thank you, Thaddeus. What will sell out first? So item number 1 is going to be obviously the C-Bob. The C-Bob scooter. Number 2, I'll put BB Simon. Yeah, long shorts, I think, have a good shot at really going quick. That's a really good point, BK. We'll do BB Simon Zip Up. And then what do we want to do the top 2 items, guys? Do we want to do leather zip card holder? Do we want to pit the 2 wallets together? The chain gang versus the leather zip boys? Leather zip wallet. All right, what's the 4th item? For what will sell out first? Long shorts, the fitted. We have the wallet, the fitted. The fitted. Coach Vuitton is just spamming fitted. Put it all on leather good. Jerseys. No way, guys. Let's do chain wallet wars. We have the hoodies. Jersey. No. Knife. I don't think so. We have C-Bob. All right, guys. All right. What am I going for? I'm going for the gold, baby. At the Olympics in LA. I'm gonna try to join the skateboarding team. We'll see what happens. All right, there's the list. We got C-Bob Scooter versus BB Simon Zip Up. I don't know why I commented 2 capital letters in a row. Leather Zip Wallet taking it away with 40% of the vote. It's falling down to 38% of the vote, 48%. Oh, we have a tight battle between BB Simon Zip Up with 34 votes total. We're going to go here, folks, for 2 more minutes and see how this goes. BB Simon coming up, 33% of the vote. We have 50 total votes currently. Oh my gosh. Why no in-store photos yet? I don't know. Ask Supreme drops. We have some fits. There's the shorts. This is a different... I don't think that's the zip up. Or I don't think that's the spell out. And I think that's a different jacket entirely. Unless I'm blind. All right, man, we have a really tight race, guys. BB Simon Zip Up versus Leather Zip Wallet. Now, the way it works for what will sell out first, and we're eventually going to have it be worth points. We're going to have like some kind of stream integration with this poll. I think about it occasionally and then I never integrate anything with that. But I do appreciate you guys that vote and make your voices known. But essentially, if one colorway sells out and beats everything else on that poll, that's what wins. Omar thinks the pop-up mirror sells out first. Hey, it could happen. Welcome to Salp. I can't even read that font over there. Welcome to the new sub. Thank you. We have some fits. Skating. Dude, I will get the C-Bob if this stream hits 30 likes, I will buy the C-Bob. Yes. That actually looks good. Right there. Looks good on body. And there's the Simon. Mr. Simon. Oh, before I forget, guys, my boy Scotty Dizzle, the homie. Got my DMs leaking. Oh no. Where's Scotty? Instagram. The boy Scotty Dizzle. Shout out. We had a conversation here in the channel. Ooh, about a year ago. He just sent me this fit pic of him rocking the North Face Liberty Nupsy, I believe. 2019. I actually bought the backpack this year. The yellow backpack. Did terrible. And that was pretty cool. So he's looking dope in that. And then I also want to show you guys my skate clip from yesterday. I was practicing my reverts and you know, it wasn't the best camera angle. I didn't do that well, but we're vibing, we're learning. So here we go.
Learn the reverts day 2.
Here's my reverts. AirTech Challenge 2s, I'll tell you, better than you think. And I do actually get it at the very end of this. After this little silly trick. After this one, I actually get it. But it was kind of off camera. So there you go. There's my skating journey. We move along. What up, Supreme Sam? Yeah, we're getting there, man. I still don't have the confidence to throw a lot of things, and I'm just getting that confidence down. But we got the pads. I'm Team Pro Tech. The elbows, the wrist pads. Feels goofy. I don't give a fuck. I busted my ass doing reverts on Tuesday. And bro, it hurt for like 3 days. And hurt in a way that like I couldn't just like fight through the pain. Like I'm not a pussy. I've been in fights, you know, I played lacrosse, but it hurts to the point where it's like, oh, my elbow, when it touches something, it's like, I can't, like I couldn't do push-ups, you know, because I fell on my side. And I guess that's going to happen if I fall on my hip again. Pads aren't going to help too much. But 3 minutes before the drop, guys, let's fucking lock the frick in. Everybody, stand up. Right? You've been sitting down too long. Stretch it out. All right, crack open the back. Get the hands loose. Shoulder roll. Today I'm just gonna do a mobile cop again. I want to do a. Do you guys want me to do the desktop cop, or what? Let's see which wins the poll. Which one wins the poll? 42%. You guys think BB Simon's going first? You're gonna need a full cartwheel? Oh shit, bro. I can't do it. Honestly, Michael, are we still looking good for what we've been talking about? Because I kind of checked out of my, honestly, of this drop. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't really care about this drop, honestly, because Michael's hooking me up with some shit. It's shipped. Let's go, dude. I'll talk about that later. All right, boys, lock the fuck in. I guess I'm going to do my phone. I'm just going to be here on accessories, just chilling. Got the Oblivion music playing, very peaceful. 8 o'clock. Leather zip card holder, add to cart, check out. I am a human. Flying patient with the patience with the captchas. I only got 3 or 4 that time. You just got to be patient. Apple Pay. Put it on my credit card. $150 for a wallet. Seems like a good deal. And here we go. We copped it. Easy as that. That's why I like mobile. I know I need to get a screen recorder or something, but that would be stressful because then what the fuck am I doing when it comes to hiding my personal information? I know I love doxing myself, but I don't love it that much. There is the wallet. No queue at all. It's a scam. It's a brick. I hate Supreme. I wish I could buy everything and then it instantly sells out after. Let's see. Let's go back to the streaming. What is gonna sell out? Is it Mr. Simon? Not yet, huh? What else we got here? Is it? Ooh. Nope. I got the red card holder as well. C-Bob? I'm thinking about it. That's a hard look from the side like that. Or from the top down. Yep, not sold out in seconds. Supreme is dead. Chain wallet, 198. Is that what drops had it set at? 228. Look at that. Price difference. I told you guys, it just, you can't ever count. Pocket mirror, 110 versus 98. Leather, 138. Let's see the other price discrepancies. It just happens, man. Are the shorts the same price? Yeah, 110. It's kind of lame. What color Monster should I drink? White Monster, but apparently there's a new type of Monster that's like 0 sugar that tastes like the green regular Monster. Camo sold out. Camo Simon. Oh, that was something else. Mr. Simon sold out. What are you guys talking about? Camo sold out. Camo chain wallet is gone. So if you voted for the chain wallet, you won. And like, I hope you feel good about it. Chain wallet, W. Dude, I wish this... Red sold out. I'm a legend. I'm epic. I take everything back. I predict what sells out because I've been doing this shit for a little bit. Oh, I've been doing this shit for a little bit. We are not the same. I am a monster. Whole lot of red. I've been listening to like a lot of OG Whole Lot of Red Playboy Cardi leaks songs, and like that shit was so hard when it was coming out, dude. Leather zip card holder is gone. You should have bought it, and you should FOMO and pay resale for sure. Yeah, no knife for the EU. God forbid you guys have anything to cut. That'd be too much. Better, yeah, never mind. Michael got a huge cart. Not surprising, bro. What'd you get, Ernest? You get anything? No way, it's under bags instead of accessories. Huh? Oh yeah, look at that. There's the shmoney bag. It is in the name, but it's kind of crazy to put it in bags. That's a little diabolical. What do I think resale will be on the zip wallet? I have no idea, dude. Just watch StockX the rest of the day, and that'll be your answer. We'll see. I want to keep it, but the fact is, Michael, I'm blowing the cover. All right, I'm doing it. We have some huge news for the SupThomas channel, and this is only available to those of you that come here onto the live stream. We have exclusive, real on-the-ground news coverage here, folks. I mean, it is kind of like nowhere else, but we did, in fact, cop ourselves. You saw it there for a second. Let me get the right screen up. You saw it there for a second. If your eyes are good, well, there it is. We got the Nate Lohman Grosso mid Vans in natural, in my size, courtesy of Michael Taylor. He paid, it was 15,000 yen. I believe he paid, what'd you pay, 25,000 yen? This dude was doing something, I don't know why. They're selling it for not that much in Japan. Like not super high of a retail. So it's about, I think after shipping, I'll be around 100 and, what, Michael? Like 100 and, about 21,000 yen. That's crazy, bro. Like that's not even that much. It's going to be like 180, maybe less, maybe less. So Michael's hooking it up fat. We appreciate him for that. So thank you, Michael. Automatic swag points. There you go. And all right, guys. Yeah, we're going to watch a video here in a second, but let's keep looking at the website and just see what goes down. Awesome, bro. Yeah, once it gets to you, then I'll be happy to send you that if that's cool. So yeah, we hook each other up here. We got the I got the Optimus Prime over to 1UP. Should be on the way. And We're just absolutely vibing. Why the fuck can't I web store? Okay. I have a Stream Deck in front of me and I'm just not using it. How do you cop from Japan? Well, Michael is able to... So Michael lives in Japan. Right? So he's able to navigate the Japanese resale sites. I could also go to Japanese resale sites through sites like Buyee. And like from Japan. But those are proxy services. Like when I bought my Type R wheels for my Civic, I had to use from Japan because you can't find Type R Civic wheels for a Civic Type R that didn't come out in the United States. You know, you gotta go to the Japanese Yahoo auctions, Yahoo.jp and stuff like that. A lot of people don't know Yahoo is like huge in Japan. It's like bigger than eBay. Like Yahoo over there, for some reason they use it for like auctions and stuff, and people fuck with it. Oh man. Cactus cooler fitted, bro. Size, oh, the 8 sold out. I wonder if 7 3/4 would fit me. Sneaker dunk, okay. You got to know how to do your thing. Ernie Barnes, I predicted this would sell out, and it did. Sold out. Yeah, no eBay there. I'm sure there is eBay in Japan. There's no way it's not. But yeah, there is eBay, but it's hard to find stuff on there. I've actually looked at stuff from Japanese listings on eBay. Pop-up mirror. No one really wanted it. Money bag or... Oh, restock. Sold out. Yeah. Money bags sold out. Look at that. I mean, the leather good stuff was awesome. I thought it was great. Why do you still need a plug for Bape? Doesn't everything come out? Do they have exclusive in Japan still? I'm guessing they probably still do. All right, guys, we're going to keep wrapping this up, and then we got a video to watch, like I said earlier, so don't leave. Unless you have to. I mean, if you have to leave, you can subscribe. You can check out Pogger's Energy or something. Look at these. Mesh shorts in black. Sold out. That's cool to see. I wasn't expecting that at all. There they are. Long shorts. This is one of those, just wait on it. This is, these shorts right here are basically these. These are the long shorts, guys, right here. Where is the meme that I'm looking for? It's literally this one right here. Perfect. Never hate. Just wait your turn. And that's these long shorts, man. Don't hate on them. They're just waiting. They're posted up. Right here. Foot on the wall. Just waiting on it. Just waiting on that resale market for people to realize that, yeah, these don't have a single Supreme piece of branding on them. They literally don't have a single Supreme piece of branding on them, except, folks, we might have something on the button there. I physically cannot zip in closer. Brown fitted is gone. Okay. Pitbull stuff. All right, here's the BB Simon. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, black. Ooh, getting toasted. So, full-size run of black, except double XL. Everything else is sold out. We'll have to check on those. Maybe towards the end of the stream, right before we end, we'll look at StockX, see what everything's going for. Baseball jerseys, gone. I could see that. I was kind of hit or miss on these. I definitely was more bearish. Yeah, no freaking branding. I saw you've been going live, bro. I didn't see when you went live, bro, so I'm sorry I haven't popped into one of your streams. But I've been commenting. I've been liking them. So check out our boy Ernest Khan over here. Mad Max, I caved in for a medium last minute. Oh, okay. There's a very small tag on the shorts. Yeah. There's a fuck you tag. Oh, there it is. Yep. right there. You can't even see it on my screen because of the way my screen's set up, but right here, you can zoom in on your end and there's a small logo. What else sold out? Let's see. Not a bad week. Not a bad week at all. Ernie Barnes short sleeve shirt, spell out stuff. Looks like people aren't going for it, but this is okay. I still think later down the road, this stuff will be sought after. People like the big Supreme logos. They just do. And there's probably just other stuff they're focused on today. So they didn't go for it. Is the C-Bob sold out? See, what I don't get is like, how does... Like, why is Gucci Mane not buying this thing? You know, I guess Gucci Mane just gets a guy to get it for him. But there's enough rich people to be buying this stuff, man. Like, Supreme is really big, guys. Like, I think people underestimate how big it is. We talk about it being dead, but like, it's a gigantic brand. I'm surprised, but it is 20 grand. So fair enough. I mean, is there a financing operation here? Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Please. Don't make me beg for it. Come on, guys. Don't, guys, come on. Come on, guys. Don't make me go to streamlabs.com/SupThomas/tip. Okay? Definitely don't go here. Definitely don't include your credit card or your PayPal. Definitely don't link any kind of thing here. Definitely don't put like a $10,000 donation. Be the first person to donate to my Streamlabs, which is, you know, hey, that's an honor in and of itself. Except that it's not. It's actually a dishonor. So definitely don't do that. Yeah, that'd be a bad idea. Is Palace going to have a sale? They won't have a sale until the summer season comes out. So we've seen some stuff with Palace, guys. We'll talk about that before the video. Good segue. Get the Palace logo here. We got Scotty Dizzle. Shout out to the boy. Teaser picture. Let me get the right thingamajig. Teaser picture. We also have Ace Ventura. Pet Detective, baby. Look at that.
Alrighty then.
Incredible. He hits the whip. Followed by a Nene. Nice. So that's cool. I think that's a great collab. One of my friends who doesn't even fuck with streetwear really was like telling me that he really liked the shirt. It's a good movie. So we'll see. We'll see what else Palace makes. Their new Osaka store is interesting. We also have this video here. Those new DCs are kind of crazy. Yeah, American Psycho. What did you send me, Sean? Alright, Sean sent us something. Oh, nice. This is cool. I like this guy, Bimma Williams.
Collab on the way? No, but it damn sure.
Is Supreme Incentives collab on the way? That's what he said. Why the fuck is it not? Bro. This shit is not made for desktop. It doesn't fucking work.
Collab on the way.
Make it bigger.
Is there a Supreme and Sinners collab on the way? No, but it damn sure should have been. Because when I saw this comment on Supreme Leak News, why would anybody want to wear that? What? I knew it was a missed opportunity. That image on a tee, it's the Sugar Shack, baby. Painted in 1976 by Ernie Barnes.
I said that.
Cuzzo was an NFL
He was an NFL player.
Fine artist. He painted black life in motion, elongated, electric, and alive. Now, this piece right here, it came from memory, a juke joint in North Carolina. Barnes called it the moment where innocence met sin. Now, for a church boy, that scene was both fascinating and forbidden. See, in the black community, this is an heirloom. It's the painting that hung in the living room right next to MLK and Black Jesus. It's the cover of I Want You, Marvin Gaye at his most vulnerable. It's the heartbeat of Good Times as the credits rolled. It's the spirit of Camp Low channeled in Uptown Saturday Night. And now it's pulsing through Sinners, the Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan film.
I want to see that movie.
Homie, when you add...
I heard it's good. All right, there it is. Hell yeah. The Palace Bong is hilarious. Just saw an employee walking out with the BB camo. Nice. Let me quickly, guys, check my old work computer. You can enjoy this awesome pic of Scotty Dizzle rocking his shit, and I'm taking off this jacket. Cause it's hotter than hell. It's sweaty. It's getting sweaty up in here. He's from BR? What's that? What is BR? Brooklyn? Brooklyn? Is it from Berkel? How many weeks left to Supreme? 9 or 10. About 9 or 10. We've had years where it's 20 weeks. We've had years where it's 19. Just kind of depends on what they want to do. And sometimes, like, had weeks in the past 3 years where they've done like the DNs, they just released one item, but we haven't really seen that in a bit. Undefeated, guys, supposedly coming out with a new collection. I can't believe, with how much I've been gassing Undefeated lately, I can't believe I didn't, like, put that in my video. Honestly, that video I made yesterday, I really just wanted to talk about the Air Maxes, and everything else was kind of just extra. But Summer 25 Undefeated is coming out tomorrow. So I fuck with Undefeated super hard. I like that I get to go to their store and they're super chill. They've been having more Phoenix events. I've been digging them. Got some Oakleys. I wish they had more previews of their stuff. Like some lookbooks. Here's their Spring 25, but I don't think they've really shown off what's coming out. So maybe it wouldn't have been a great addition to the video. Baton Rouge, huh? Dude, expecting me to know BR means Baton Rouge is crazy. But I like that, though. Wow, Ferrari. What a terrible livery. Oh my god, that is horrible. Let's see what people say. I mean, that is... What are they doing? They're calling this a special livery, dude. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, my God. What are they thinking? Yeah, nothing else from spring. This was pretty cool though. They had a dope Phoenix event. I wasn't able to go to it, but right in front of the Phoenix store, they had this release for the Devin Booker Nikes. And they had this pretty sick little pop-up here on Central. Really good coffee shop, by the way, next door that I go to all the time. anytime I'm in downtown Phoenix. And right there, this building right here is called Lux. Lux Coffee. Highly recommend. And it looked pretty lit. They had some vintage old school Chevys outside. Like, I didn't think much about this release. To be honest, I'm not an NBA guy. I'm not a Devin Booker guy, so they didn't really call out to me. But it was cool to see that they're doing these kind of drops and events in Phoenix, and I hope to see more of it. I wish they would open up a new store that was even closer to me, but 30 minutes, I can't complain. Yeah, I can't complain. I just love the fact that Cowtown Skateboards is like really close to me, like 5 minutes away, so I'm lucky as hell. Bima sold you tan Yeezy 1s. That's awesome, bro. Those are my favorite Yeezy 1s. Either the tans or the Zens. I'd say tans more often than not. Yeah, Lux. Shout out Lux Coffee, bro. I would love a Supreme Crocs collab. I think we're gonna supposedly get a Salehi Bemberry. We'll see. We'll quickly check Supreme's resale right now, boys. Let's look at all the items that show up. And then we're going to take a peek at a video that I've kept a mystery. It's from some of the guys that we've watched in the past. I forget their names. They have a new channel. Leather zip card holder 220. Yeah, let's hope people don't tank the resale too much. Jesus, bro. 585. I'm wrong again, dude. I keep fucking forgetting it's the rich people that buy this stuff. 368, 370, you could have arbed that into 585. Now the lowest ask is 593. Who bought the money bag? Yeah, when are the BHM? Why are Black History Month dunks coming out in fucking May? Doesn't make sense. Why are those called the Black History Month dunks? I thought they were like the rodeo dunks. But it's not Black History. Oh. But why are they coming out now? Those are always late. Oh, hell nah, bro. You can make that joke. That's pretty fucking funny, dude. Cause we always late, he says. I mean, that's quote of the week, D Green. It's fucked up to say that as a white person, but that's really funny, bro. That's so funny. You got them on the way? Yeah, these are sick, dude. These are dope as hell. Why does mine say sale at 585? Don't know. They are, man. I tell you, Peter, like they're fucked. I think this number can be whatever you want it to be. You know, it's your interpretation of what the last sale sold for. But yeah, these are sick as hell. Fuck it, I'll line up. I'll take off work for that day again. I love it. All right, guys. Ooh, I should have done a video on these too. May 7th, maybe next week. We'll talk about these shoes, the theme shoe. It gets cleaner with every step. I don't even know how that works, to be honest. My overall thought is total meme shoe, but I do like it. I think this is a good type of idea from Nike. It's playing off like the Lance Mountain stuff, everything that's been peeled off to make something else. Hideous Forces. I definitely see that, but it's at least something new. It's at least something. And not just everything that we've seen just reiterated again and again and again and again and again. Right? It's not that, at least. What's up, Font? Okay, guys. we got a video to watch, and let's look at the full playlist. Okay, it's called Target Brands Are Cheap for a Reason. Goodfellow & Co. T-shirt and jeans haul, teardown and review. So this is breaking down why cheap clothes are cheap. If you always wondered, or if you've just kind of assumed stuff like, oh, they must use bad materials, or the labor's cheap, or this and another thing. It's a lot of stuff that I learned a lot of this shit in college, but I forget a lot of it too. So let's take a peek at what they have to say.
Are house brands any good? Horrible pillar. It's definitely. Are house brands any good? Horrible pillar. It's definitely not flattering. This week, we take a look at Target. All right, welcome back. Guys, what are we doing this week?
We're just chilling in Cedar Rapids.
Living my best life. Universal threads. Okay, a hat. What is this? This is Goodfellow & Co. Oh, okay.
So house brand.
So from the
house brand is basically a brand that is manufactured by a store like Walmart or Target, Amazon, name it. It's private label stuff that's not sold anywhere else. And they'll have brands like Goodfellow. So like you might think that that's a real brand, but it's just Target.
States. Fun fact, we did briefly have Target here in Canada, but that didn't last too long.
Damn.
T-shirt, this feels like cotton poly. What is this? 60% cotton, 40% recycled polyester, made in Indonesia. You can kind of see
40%
like
polyester.
Starting to somewhat pill. If you look at parts like over here, the balls starting to form. You're gonna get that one.
Oh, dude, to see, he's got a seam ripper right there.
To bring the product cost down. How much is this? $8. Yeah. Manually cut fabric. So whenever you see hems like this, and you see the raw edge here, that's a sign of manual cutting.
Okay.
When you're manually cutting shirts, especially at this scale, you can actually stack the fabric fairly high.
Wow.
It's almost like a bandsaw. It doesn't lead to the most consistent product, but when you're doing stuff at volume, it's quite quick. Lots of raw edges on the side. They have neck tape here around the back of the neck only.
This ain't no raw denim.
It does feel like
ain't no raw denim, folks.
Quite a bit in the wash, just because it's fairly loosely knit. You can see there's a lot of bunching in here. So these are clearly, it's being sold for $8. It's not designed to be the most high quality t-shirt. It's designed to service a market that wants an $8 t-shirt. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen made, to be honest, but it's definitely not up there in terms of workmanship. The jeans. These are definitely a relaxed fit. How much is $20? That's crazy. This is must be made in, made in Pakistan. You see here a lot of these distressing marks.
Get ready for all these kind of prices to be gone. Just saying. Wouldn't expect this to last much longer if you live in the big US of A.
You can do this either with lasers, or they'll actually put it on these like inflatable legs and rub it with sandpaper. Because there's very minimal like surface defects or like abrasions, I feel like it's probably what's done with the laser. They do have branded buttons.
Yeah, dude, I guarantee that laser stuff doesn't exist in American manufacturing. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say we do not have that technology at scale anywhere compared to overseas.
Branded rivets, and they have.
So good luck bringing it back home, and
there's some instructions.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah. 1% elastanes by weight, 99% cotton. It's
just to reiterate, I didn't go to fashion school. I wish I did. I minored in it, so I took classes, and I was just having fun. Yeah, I got the red leather wallet.
Definitely a very serviceable pair of denim. At $20, it's not bad at all. Let's take a look at the hat. Living my best life. $15. To be honest, like we make a lot of hats for clients. When I see a very generic hat shape like this is probably something that's readily available in the factory's catalog, and then they're just buying it and embroidering it on there.
Right.
Inside here is what's gonna be called seam allowance. See here, it's quite rough. They clearly don't care what the inside of this looks like. That's why they're retailing this for $15. Okay, so have some golf hats. A golf.
Callaway.
You'll see here on the inside of the Callaway, the seam allowance from the brim, quite evenly cut, nice and finished.
Yep.
Same thing with the TaylorMade. but nice and evenly cut versus, again, it's very jagged edge. This is a cut it close enough and then sew it together kind of job. So
little stuff like this, I think is important because we're in the hobby of spending a lot on clothes. That's what we are, guys. Let's admit. We're consumerism addicted folks in one way or another. So I think it's at least good to be like somewhat knowledgeable on like what goes on in the manufacturing process.
in terms of workmanship, this is definitely the worst. It feels cheap too. Before we actually tear these down though, let's actually try these on. And I'm gonna kind of take you through what our fit.
My hat's not great.
Zach, you wanna put these on?
The inside doesn't look amazing.
How does it feel on you?
I mean, the main thing is,
But it's underneath the
I'm sort of
pad.
normally like a medium.
So maybe that's always looking like
This is
that.
small, I think.
You'll notice it's puckering here on the shoulders. Those are what we call press marks. Often when you do laundry and relax, that should go away. The neckline does seem a bit small.
Yeah.
You see the neck ribbing. It's okay for it to come up a little bit, but especially the neck ribbing of this size, being that tight, it's getting to kind of the realm of mock neck. They did do the 2-needle cover stitch over the seams here, but you'll see how bulky that seam is compared to
That is pretty bulky. Yeah.
It really protrudes. I think the armhole's
This guy's super knowledgeable.
probably a little tight. Is it like up in the armpit?
Yeah, I feel like if I like move up and then come down, yeah, you can see it's like bunching and stuff. Yeah.
I would say in terms of like your shoulder width, it's actually not too tight. The body, it's a little bit tighter.
What size
on the
is
belly,
this?
But
Did he even
that,
say?
I think
Oh,
it's still
medium.
present for a medium. It's definitely a straight line fit. It doesn't A-line out. You're not going to be able to accommodate larger body types. I think if you look at the models, probably, I can almost guarantee you the models that are wearing this is probably very slim build. Overall though, it's like, it's a t-shirt. Let's take a look at the pants themselves now. So these are a relaxed fit.
It's not a bad fit, dude.
You are a
30-30 normally.
initial impressions. Do you find the crotch is a little? I think in terms of a relaxed fit, it's definitely not flattering. It's a very generic relaxed fit. The crotch is a little too high. You can see
The high crotch, bro. That's kind of crazy.
from a little further. What's the vibe that you're getting from it? The vibe I'm getting. Like it's so like tight and it's
Little nut huggers. We call those nut huggers where I'm from.
That back rise, so it sits a little better. I'm sorry. Relaxed denim is a very popular thing to have these days, and like relaxed pants in general, very slouchy fits. But I don't think the product
Total Canadian accent. I forgot. They used to have a second guy that was like with him. I think they stopped making their videos together. This guy's on his own.
developer on this understands that.
Very slouchy.
So that's why.
Slouch?
There's denim that's just right up in the ass. In the front, it's a little tight.
Ass?
Have you tried sitting in a chair in it yet? How do you feel?
I don't know. I feel like I'm sitting in a chair.
I think where you're going to find the most issues here is just in general is going to be the crotch area here. They did the bar tax and the fly.
Do you want to get that? It's just a little awkward. Yeah, no, I'm aware. Just it's fine.
How are the pockets?
It's not amazing, but it's not like bad.
Well, back to the lab.
Hat.
Oh, hat. I would say it feels a little shallow.
Okay, so when we went to the Target website, it turns out this is actually listed as a women's hat, which is interesting because in the store, it was in the men's section. So I'm not sure if that's just like a thing where they kind of treat all baseball caps as unisex or if it just ended up in the wrong section somehow. But either way, that might explain why the size was a little bit on the smaller side on me. Anyway, back to the video.
Yeah, like not a lot of comments on there. I think in terms of like fixes, material, I think the material is probably not terribly breathable. It feels very rough, very cheap, very thin. So that's what it looks like on the outside.
What's it look like on the inside?
What these garments look like on the inside and how well they were made.
See it.
Now we're back in the design center. We're gonna cut this up, but before we do, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and follow us on socials. After we've seen it on your body and
You guys
seen
follow me
the
too.
shirt itself, it's
Right,
a very
remember that.
long silhouette. Regardless of the wearer, this is gonna kind of bunch up on the bottom. They could have A-lined it a little bit or just relax the body fit a little bit. It's kind of sheer, fairly loose knit. I think this is designed to just be a t-shirt that does the job. You can see the raw edges here are a lot more prevalent. Here's the other arm.
Exactly, bro. It's a really good comment. Comes down to how the things look and fit on you. What makes you happy? A lot of
Size
people.
label, a little twisted. Like,
just want a t-shirt that works.
To sell an $8 t-shirt, it can obviously be made better.
It can be,
but it's not by any means horribly made. Let's take a look at the pants.
Especially with sales, dude. You can get shirts for 15.
This is the front rise. That curve
3 times better.
And how it basically kind of really dramatically just cuts in is why it kind of like...
Or just buy used clothes. Like, I go thrifting all the time. Get a lot of stuff from there.
Pulled up his ass crack. If it was a more gradual curve here, then it would fit a little differently. To have something quite tight up top and then relax on the bottom, it just makes the fit feel a little bit disjointed. As you see, it comes in like this and pulls right across. I'm just gonna exaggerate this, but by adjusting that curve, you are now adjusting the seam position. And obviously, you would never do this for pattern making, but you'll see by adjusting that curve is how you would ultimately adjust the fit of the back. Obviously right now it's quite relaxed on the back. A small twist like that would have made the denim a lot kind of more cohesive. When you're wearing this garment, it ends up riding up. You know, Lululemon has their ABC pant. This would be the BC pant. And then we have the Living My Best Life hat. A lot of these processes are gonna be automated. You can get a really cheap, I would say this kind of quality hat made even in China for like 70 cents. Really.
Ooh, now 170 in the US thanks to tariffs. Let's go, dude. Lock in.
Expensive. There is the back strap. Very cheap thread. Oh, really cheap thread. You can have different kind of brims here. A lot of times it's just cardboard or plastic in this case. This is actually what they will use to stiffen stuff like backpacks. And the way these are made, they're actually extruded into sheets, stamp cut, and then they're just thermoformed, or in this case, just bent into shape. This thread just like instantly snaps. It holds it together, but it's not designed for any additional wear and tear. Having this riveted to...
Like, buying a product like this is worthless. It's completely disposable junk. I don't give a fuck about the environment, anything. It's just slop. And that is the only thing that I like about these tariffs is that Shein and Temu and all these horrible, just like slop, garbage, just trash brands or companies, services, whatever you want to call them, are going to be made less desirable because they're more expensive now.
To just the base fabric without any reinforcement backing material, this will fail over time.
You're like not even using a seam ripper.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's like really just barely holding it on. I would say this is probably the worst out of all the products. Let us know if you want to...
Tariffs will kill fast fashion. We'll see, man. I think those grubby motherfuckers will have a way to figure something out. Tariffs right now are killing small business owners in America. And that's the saddest part about the whole thing is regular people are getting completely smoked because there's no infrastructure really in this country anymore. And all the corporations have shifted overseas for years. So the little guy has to also. And now the little guy is getting fucked while companies like Walmart can afford to lose millions or billions of dollars because they have corporate infrastructure.
To take apart more hats or headwear, we make a lot of back.
Yeah, it's killing large retailer, but to the point that they can afford to take the losses more. Some people, you know, they need money to feed their kids.
We'll come back for a final score.
Let's do this on CNC.
Dude, that was such a good segment. As like a creator, just watching him do that stuff with no music and just doing the thing. The way it was all cut up, his lighting. Underrated. Really good, man.
Let's do this on the CNC.
That's cool.
Shirt.
So the shirt was
GSM is 151.
and the
Denim was 431.
GSM.
Okay, so I would say mid to heavier weight for the denim. The shirt's gonna be on the lighter weight side. And then next we did our wash testing here. You can definitely see these are a little bit faded. They've definitely lost a little bit of color. We don't have any color fastness issues here. Let's look at the stretch of this. So 15 centimeters by 15 centimeters. We have a 4 mil shrinkage on this. So what we can do is 15 divided by 82, that's 5.46.
Okay, so when we sat down to edit this, we realized that this whole mat section made absolutely no sense, so I'm going to break it down for you here. The pieces we threw into the washing machine were 15 by 15 centimeters, and they each shrunk by 4 millimeters. So in the case of the pants, that means that over the entire length of the pants, you're going to lose about 1 inch after your first wash.
Damn.
And in the case of the shirt, you're going to lose about 3/4 of an inch after your
It's a lot.
wash.
And that's where you'll have to be really careful with a lot of garments. If they are not pre-shrunk, the fit that you try in the store is not going to be the fit that you will eventually have long-term because you will launder your clothing.
Hopefully.
If you don't pre-shrink your clothing, you have
Unless you're a salvage raw denim
therefore
guy.
Your fabric cost
Right. Then you throw them on the roof
goes down.
in the
Really,
winter
when you're
time.
looking at
That's how you
shirt
clean
prices
your
sold for
pants. You
$8,
throw them on the roof.
You really
Let the snow do the
have
work.
to be mindful
Right.
of all the margin that you can make. That being said, if they charge $9, they could have pre-shrunk. Let's take a look at the hat here.
Good breakdown, Michael, of that stuff.
Say the color is a little bit
Dark
lighter.
tints. Rewind the stream, bro. You'll see what I copped.
Finally, this is the Martindale pilling test.
We got something.
Denim, no surprise, very durable yarn, not a lot of pilling here. This, horrible pilling. To have this amount of pilling,
I bought the red
is
card holder,
basically
spoiler alert, but you can
in the product,
rewatch if you
which
want.
will lead to durability issues long term. When you really look at fast fashion,
All right, listen up, guys.
and I would categorize
What do we
this
got
as
here?
fast fashion, it's not designed to last.
What did he say? Wait. Huh?
Lead to durability issues long term. When you really look at fast fashion, and I would categorize this as fast fashion, it's not designed to last. It's designed to just get new styles. But if you invest in higher quality clothing, it'll last a lot longer. On the business side, you're not going to be able to create a super high quality product and sell it for $8.
True.
This is the Target haul, and as you can see, we have all the panel pieces from our jeans, our shirt, and our hat. Let's dive into each one. This is the Living My Best Life hat, which is clearly having a bad day. It is a 6-panel hat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's the front brim, the inside rim with interfacing, as well as the adjustable strap and metal trims. This is the Everywhere Collection tee. We have our back panel, our front panel,
Good
our
fellow.
sleeve panels, our neck ribbing, and as you can see, we punched a bunch of holes in this to do durability testing. For our $20 denim, we have our back leg panels, we have our back pockets, back yoke, waistband,
Yoke.
front pocket bags, front leg panels, fly, our rivets and buttons, as well as our belt loops. Now let's head on back to the lab.
So now that we've gone through all the garments, let's take a look at them and give them their final score. First, we can do the Everywhere for fabric here. I'm going to give it a 2 out of 10.
Yikes.
The fabric itself is fairly lightweight. It's a cotton polyester blend.
Not great.
It's loose.
His shirt is nice. I like that black
Feels
shirt.
like crazy. There's a lot that could have been done here to improve the fabric, so that's why it's getting a 2. For workmanship, there are some loose threads here and there. You can see at the bottom hem in terms of the raw edges. Overall, though, it wasn't horrible, so I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. When we look at this garment for the design, the armhole was a little tight, and I could see that leading to some fit issues. The body length is a little bit longer than usual for a shirt like this. What I would have done is opened up the bottom hem, so A-line it a little bit, just because at that length, you're going over someone's ass, and nobody's ass is ultimately as small as their waist or their upper body. You look at that circumference. At the end of the day, it's still a t-shirt. It's still something that they were able to design and put out there with the constraints of selling this for $8.
I mean, let's be real, guys. This is like made for, you know, the average fucking Joe. The guy that, you know, shows up to the gas station and fucking comes out with a Polar Pop at 8 a.m. before work. All right. Walmart folk. People that just don't care or just trying to get by, you know? And that's fine. This suits a need. 6,357 people have reviewed it, apparently. It does the trick.
I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10.
Right?
So when we look at value, yes, it's $8. It is cheap, but just because something is cheap doesn't mean it's good value. So when you really look at it in terms of like cost per wear, this is not something that's going to last you. So while it may be cheap, it's going to get a 5 because it's not designed to last. Next up, we have the Living My Best Life hat.
This dude's got like a Doug scale.
I'm going to include the materials here, just like we did with the Canada Goose video. The thread here is so bad. It snapped so easily. And because of that, I'm going to give it 2.5 out of 10. Workmanship, we saw under the brim how rough this was. And I think a B surface is very evident in terms of how you're choosing to construct this garment. So for workmanship, I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 10. I highly doubt they designed the cap itself. They probably went to a factory and said, give me your cheapest hat and let me embroider Living My Best Life on it. You look at the clasp here, because they didn't put any reinforcement in behind it, I think it just fell out while we just happened to be handling
That's funny.
These are not the decisions you should be making when designing a hat. That's why it's getting a 3 out of 10.
Yep.
For value, when we really look at this, you get a hat, this is Living My Best Life, but this was priced at $15, and I think
kind of
the only
expensive.
reason why is because that's just the standard going rate for hats. If they added another 50 cents or $1 to the product cost here, this would have been a massively different hat. Because of all that, I can't give it above a 1. And finally, we have the relaxed denim. In terms of the fabric, there is some shrinkage. I think it was just over an inch from the inseam. So if you include the rest of it, probably an 1.25 inches. There are a lot better options in terms of hand feel, in terms of durability, in terms of overall better denim. And when I look at it just for the fabric, I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. In terms of workmanship, overall, it's pretty decent. There's a few loose threads here and there, so I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. When we look at the design of these jeans, they have taken the time to brand the buttons, brand the rivets. Where this falls apart is the fit. I think the product development side and the manufacturing side is probably quite strong. Whoever was the designer of this, they were fitting it on their size model. They saw it up in the ass crack, and they're like, yep. We're going to production.
Yep.
They chose to have a fabric with 1% elastane. At the end of the day, I don't understand why you need a stretch fabric when it's a relaxed fit.
Right.
You could have used a
They always love adding fucking 1% bullshit.
Because of all that, I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. For value, they've branded the buttons, they've branded the rivets. It's a YKK.
Whenever there's a good fashion show, I need someone to suggest it for me.
Denim. If you're okay with this fit and this wash, it's $20 for a pair of denim. So because of that, I'm gonna give it
maybe next big fashion week or something.
See, we have 3 very different scores, all from Target house brands. And this
the jeans aren't bad.
Never answer the question of what brands do we like, because every brand's gonna have different supply chains.
Yep.
And just because the product is good from a brand doesn't mean the rest of the products are good. So there's no way to actually get an overall sense of the brand unless we take a look at a lot of garments from them. This is our first haul style video. Let us know if you like this style so we can do more of them. Be sure to like, comment,
check out
till next time.
Shift Fashion Group. I can't like this video for some reason, which is dope. But there it is, guys. Let me just grab the parts of the video you need. I think it just goes to right here. So much of the URLs are just
brands any good?
Useless.
What is this? This is...
All right, boys. That is pretty much gonna do it. I mean, we had a W stream today. We have a live police chase in LA. Oh man, we missed it. I love these videos. I watch them whenever they here on the sidewalk watching this all go down. LAPD stopped him. Getting distracted. I thought I was actually still live. It's not. We copped the red wallet. Copped the red wallet. It was a W. I might end up selling it. We'll see. when it comes in hand. I got the Supreme Vans from Japan coming in from Michael Taylor, so that's gonna be dope. Gotcha. He updated the prices. W drops. There we go. And like I always say, the prices, I was giving him a hard time. People make a bigger deal of the prices more than me. I typically don't really ever notice, to be honest, but leather good stuff was pretty hot. Knife, I fucking knew it, man. I thought it might still sell out, but vindicated on the knife. Water gun's still available. The fucking water can is still there. Sea-Doo is still there. No one wanted the 20K Sea-Doo. I still got it in my cart. We'll cop that after the stream. Yeah, Dark Tint's got the stuff that he wanted. Ernie Barnes, a lot of it's still sitting. Baseball jerseys are gone. BB Simon, even the black colorways sold out. Mesh shorts, purple black is gone. The fitted that I like, no one liked it. Ernie Barnes camp and money bags. Wow. That is crazy, Sean. Good thing there's only 500 pairs, right? Ernie Barnes skateboards sold out, and that's pretty much it, guys. Bada bing, bada boom. Hope everyone has a great rest of your day. I'm gonna call it here, more or less. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, leave a comment on the stream after it's over if you're watching later. And yeah, knife is too expensive, a lot of this stuff. We'll see how resale goes. I don't predict any videos this weekend, really. Maybe something tomorrow, maybe undefeated video or something casual. We'll see what happens. I want to check these honey blacks, bro. How's my 10.5 doing? 344 for now. Class sale $1,100. Yeah, dude, for sure. What the fuck is that about? It must be that's some bullshit. But anyway, guys. Well, Miami Grand Prix this weekend. It's gonna be lit as fuck. Let's go Lando. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.